Our region woke to a new and different way of life this morning, especially after yesterday's announcement of travel restrictions. To be fair to authorities, the first day saw them eased, as many were simply unaware of the new regulations. However, they are going into full effect on order of the Prime Minister, probably from today and certainly from the weekend. As of now, to leave any of the 4 provinces of Chonburi, Rayong, Chanthaburi and Trat, you're required to have a document authorised by your local ampur, that's the city or town hall. If you're an employee and travelling for work, it can be signed by your employer. An official form is required, and your reason for travel will be scrutinised. Planning ahead in many cases is essential, as there have been queues and delays in approvals. That, we're told, is slowly being ironed out. Many media companies simply copied and pasted one source's error yesterday. Chanthaburi is not on the list of affected provinces. Those affected are Chonburi, Rayong, Trat, Chanthaburi and of course Samut Sakhon, all now named as maximum controlled zones for the COVID-19 outbreak. There'll be no exceptions to the rules. Thais and non-Thais are being treated alike. And yes, you also need a genuine reason to be entering these provinces too. And you do need a pass, even if going to the airport. And the requirements apply to all in a vehicle, not just the driver. This is all new to authorities too, and patience is recommended. Hundreds flocked to city halls yesterday, and those queues are unlikely to subside quickly, seeing registration centres said to be open over the weekend as well as weekdays. Non-essential travel is banned. 24 other provinces remain listed on red zones, and each is being reviewed daily, with the option of adding them to the travel ban list. Southern Islands have seen ferry services restricted and non-residents recommended to leave this weekend, as has been the case closer to home at Chang, Lan and Si Chang. Ferries soon will be restricted to residents and goods only, and services seriously reduced. Yesterday saw 305 new COVID cases nationally. That was announced in the daily briefing. 1 more death and 103 said to have recovered and been released from quarantine. The numbers are unsteady. We can expect a spike in the north and northeastern regions following the New Year travel by many, but also a rise in recovery rates as many from previous spikes pass the COVID checks and are allowed back into society. New cases over the previous 24 hours included 46 in Bangkok, 27 in Chonburi, 25 in Samut Sakhon, 23 in Rayong and 8 in Chanthaburi. The telephone apps for mobile phones still remain essential if you want unrestricted visiting to many places. It's not the law that you download these apps. However, many venues and businesses have opted for the no app, no entry plan, including our own studios. It's the safest way to link outbreaks to potential infection, and it's pretty idiot-proof, especially as it's multilingual. The government, determined not to mirror the COVID status of neighbouring Burma, has proactively banned all gatherings posing risk of disease transmission, except for household meetings and government activities. Effective immediately in our own region, hotels will not accommodate group meetings, seminars and the like. Thailand has always erred on the side of caution, as we saw almost a year ago, and the success of those months almost saw the nation through to a time when vaccines became available to all. Sadly, perhaps due to greed in some cases, we didn't quite make it. But unlike some Western countries, this country doesn't mess around when it comes to policing. Failing to wear a mask, holding a party, serving alcohol, or trying to circumvent the inter-provincial travel controls all will lead to punishment. And those actions are seen as a direct affront to the community as a whole. Embassies will not aid or assist anyone who breaks the law here. It's been reclarified that embassies' sole role is to ensure that their nationals are treated in the same way as local nationals. That's it, and it's worth taking into account. Central government afforded provincial governors a large amount of freedom in regional controls and conditions, and only in extreme situations, such as in our own region, has it stepped in to ensure action against the virus. There is, of course, no lockdown here, no curfew, and supplies continue to arrive at all stores. Alcohol is banned at any premises, but you can drink at home, and the chances of domestic tourism this weekend or the near future is slim to none, which could see a huge rise again in local unemployment, as many businesses, including our own, which have struggled through 2020 on savings and hope, see those funds dwindle to zero and are expected to close, some forever. There's no business safety net here, no government support for small and medium businesses, and even the nationals are cutting budgets. From a thriving and overloaded city to a virtual ghost town, the outlook, to be honest, is bleak here. But City Hall teams are working around the clock with every intention to put health and safety of residents above commerce. There are no major promotions or events planned to attract outsiders, and for now, dining out is still available but without alcohol. Malls and marketplaces remain open, with hours cut, and the plan is to get Pattaya back on track, if everyone pulls together. Other basics for consideration are: if you do travel, some provinces will insist on you quarantining on arrival. You might want to check before you travel. Canned fish, a staple diet for many Thais, is perfectly safe to eat, despite rumours. Schools in most regions remain closed, Utapao Airport is closed, and motorways are due to close evenings through to early hours of the morning. Travel is being regulated for us. Vaccinations are due to start very soon, beginning with those on the front lines of the medical services, and then the most vulnerable. And in addition to washing fruit and vegetables bought in markets, handling money is a key concern for many, and when you pay and get change, it's time to wash your mitts too. And with the reminder, mitts, masks and meters, wash your hands, wear a mask and keep social distancing, and of course check your phone to make sure that you've downloaded the More Chana app. And the Met Office promising highs today of 31, dropping down to 22, and a humid day. That is the local and national news from Fab FM. For videos and of course to keep up with fabulous Pattaya, visit alwayspattaya.com.